Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Bouncing. My name is Susan Churchill. I am a certified trainer, practice group leader, and very happy practitioner of Spring Forest Qigong, created by Master Chun Lin 30 years ago. And every day I like to bring in an intention for our practice, plus all the intentions that we individually bring in to help ourselves, our family, our communities, and the world. So, pretty big mission on that. Hi, Joanne. How are you? So, it is another week. Yay! We've got another week. Another week. So, today I want to bring in peaceful growth. And then probably not tomorrow. No, definitely not tomorrow, but hopefully by Wednesday, you will find me in Wisconsin again so I can bring in that beautiful Northwoods um, environment and all the beautiful vibration from there. So Wednesday or Thursday, but probably Wednesday. Cross your fingers. Okay, so let's get started on our practice today. Hi, Maria. And bring in this week, just start this week rolling in beautiful discoveries. So, peaceful discovery. Let's start with our feet shoulder hip distance apart. Hi, June. And let your shoulders find their place so they can just relax down, no work entirely. They're on the shelf, they're in their hammock, elbows out, fingers spread apart. Smile, smile, smile. Tip of the tongue touching the roof of the mouth and tucking our chin in a little bit to align the neck with the rest of the spine. Go down to the bottom of your feet and under and feel the connection to the earth, Mother Earth's nurturing, loving energy coming up through your body. And as you do this, you may notice your body shifts and becomes back into balance, left and right, and front and back, and side to side, corner to corner. And feel that, and allow your spine to feel strong and straight and long. And feel all of your bones and muscles and ligaments and tendons and veins and arteries and nerves, and everything is where it belongs. All your organs, everybody are in their place, ready for a beautiful day and a beautiful practice. You might be able to relax those shoulders even a little bit more. Hi, Susan. And feel the chi coming up through the bottom of your feet from the earth. Say good morning to your lower dantian and your middle dantian, and let that awareness go up through your beautiful neck, all of this neck and shoulders softening, and up into your head, your brain, out the top of your head, aware of your connection with the universe, which is quite easy, I think, or easier to connect to when you visualize a beautiful sun in the center of the universe, like the heart of the universe, and it's smiling down on you and sending beams of light and love and healing. And you start to let yourself be aware that you can feel these beams of light on your skin and going through you, and you are light itself. Back to the earth, and just so happily your knees start to bounce for you. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Dorothy. Happy week. Let the tip of the tongue touch the roof of the mouth as you breathe in through the nose. When you breathe out through the mouth, Feel that beautiful connection as you're breathing in light and love through all the pores of your skin, into every cell, every tissue, every organ, releasing out what you no longer need. And let's take our hands up over our heads for 5 minutes of bouncing with our hands up over our heads to lift to 100. Morning, Pat. Welcome, welcome. Let your hands just flap at the wrists best you can. And of course, remember with Spring Force Qigong, it's good, better, best. So you can do this practice sitting, standing, or lying down. And you say, how can you do it lying down? Well, you just use your visualization. You feel the chi body doing the practice for you. You do as much as you can physically do, and you visualize the rest, and you feel it. And that's, Master Lin says that over and over again, feel it. So breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, letting your tongue stay touching the roof of the mouth while you're breathing in and out. And you can, play with how you're breathing. Notice, first of all, how your chest feels, how your lungs feel. Is it very open? Are you feeling somewhat, what's the word? Well, congested is what's coming to me, but I don't think that's quite what I was thinking of. But kept from breathing fully, let's say that way. And if that's the case, what can we do? Follow your out breath. Follow your out breath even further than you think you need to, and maybe you think you're holding it, but you're not really. You can tell you're not holding it. And then you're just waiting patiently until your body breathes in for you. That's one way. You can visualize a giant flower inside you. And as you breathe in, that flower petals so gentle and light, right? No force whatsoever. They're just opening in all directions. So 360 opening. Hi, Christine. And that gently allows you, just the visualization of it will release tension in those areas so you can breathe that way. You can try that. You could try like we did the other day where we were breathing in from the ground up through the body, through the top of our head out into the universe and backwards. From the universe, breathe in, down through the body, down into the earth. Hi, Barbara. You can breathe in through your spine, coming through from the back, through your body, from the front, the other way, from the sides, any which way, just play with it. You can breathe in unicorns, dancing around, butterflies in and butterflies out. You can play with any visualization you want. Any way you feel it, see it, smell. Breathe in like some kind of a smell that comes to you where you feel just like, I love the smell of spring, of fall, of just after the rain. And that's going to help you to release that and open up. The great thing about Spring Forest Qigong is you're learning how to listen to your body, to your system. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Because guess what? This is a practice. Let's go side to side. And the thing is, your practice, what you need today, is probably 99.99% a little bit different than mine and everyone else on this call. So if I'm going too fast for you or slow or whatever, then follow yourself and just be practicing with us. You don't have to do exactly what I do. When you're starting out, you might want to, so you get the idea, but then most of you have been here for a long time, and so you do what is right for you. So let's take our shoulders and lift them up to our ears if that feels good, because this is so wonderful for our brain health and to release tension. So I've got my head back and I'm scrunching just a little bit. And then I release the shoulders down and the head comes up. And then visualize and feel spinal fluid going up the spine and spouting like a whale. That's how I like to think of it. And just having the whole brain blessed physically and with the chi, of course. So we'll do that 2 more times, holding for about 9 seconds. So when you're doing this on your own, do remember to keep it to about 9 seconds, because we are actually cutting off and causing that pressure so that the spinal fluid comes up. So we don't want to do too much at all. Always gentle. This is a gentle practice. Shoulders come up. We move slowly and gently and repetitively by design. The things that we do with Master Lin's 5-element course. Now, if you can, and you can do the whole practice every day, okay, that's going to be best, because then you would do all of the 5 movements and a meditation. We can't always do that. So you do what you can. So here I come here and I get us bouncing and in the Shen, and and then we do a movement to help move the chi, and then harvest, and hopefully a little bit of soothing at the end. But you could do an entire practice on your own or with one of Master Lin's videos. All right, so let's continue with the active exercises, waking up the chi and getting it flowing by going to specific points, starting with the cheekbones, and we tap the cheekbones. Open, 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 all blockages gone, completely healed. Now notice your knees right now and make sure they are not locked. They're a little bit bent. Beginning of the eyebrows, right here at the beginning. We tap here. And tapping enough so we can feel the vibration in the back of our head. So then you know how, if you're doing it well enough, you've got the vibration going through. If you only feel it right at the top of your head, a little bit more firm, okay? Holding your forehead, you can cup the base of your head. We want the vibration to go into our brain, waking up our nervous system. Come down. Hi, Shelby. Come down to the C7. Massage this in any which way that works for you. Feels good. Clap our hands to stimulate the heart. Cup the inside of the left elbow first, and work to the lungs. Now I'm oversimplifying, because when you're stimulating these points, you're affecting more than just one system, but that allows us to put our attention to the system, right? So we're saying hello to our lungs. We're coming back to the heart. Hello, heart. You're so strong and wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here every day. Just keep going, 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 so I can have this beautiful experience on this earth. Window of the lungs, back to the lungs again, see? Let's do one more set. Inside left elbow. And I don't think I've said left to right and reminded you about that lately. So we start on the left side because it signals our brain to release endorphins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. Awesome. Now I like at the beginning to wake up and say hello to our kidneys. So cup your kidneys. Rub with the backs of your hands and the palms. And then we'll tap the tailbone area. So you're tapping this area and you have a loose fist or open hand. So we're not pounding. And let's stay here for a moment and feel the vibration and see if the tailbone is vibrating. Are you doing it enough so your tailbone's vibrating? And then follow the vibration. Where is it going? Is it going up the spine at all? Is it maybe going down the legs? And of course, since we're using our arms, are you feeling vibration coming up your arms? Tuck your thumb in and find the hip points. That little dimple area, so not on a bone, back a little bit. Awesome. We'll come down to the knees. Today, let's cup the top of the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Reach around to the back. And both sides of the left knee, sending in beautiful, sweet, kind, and healing vibrations. Awesome. And if you would like to do heel drops and you are not pregnant, you want to avoid them if you're pregnant so you don't get that baby jumping up and down like he's on a carnival ride, then go ahead and do that. And at this point, just let go. We've had quite a few minutes to get ourselves into our practice. Notice as you're breathing, your chi is awake and vibrating throughout your body. So stimulated. All right, so that was the bouncing and the tapping. That's all our active exercises. Now we move into beginning of the universe position. So again, your feet are shoulder hip distance apart. Your knees are soft. Your spine is nice and straight. And you could tuck your tailbone in and out a little bit to feel where that lower back is released. Shoulders sink down again, elbows out, fingers open, smile on your face. Tip of the tongue touches the roof of the mouth, chin in a little bit. And feel yourself so aligned, effortlessly holding this position. Invite balance physically. Invite balance chi-wise, your chi balance. And you know what? Let's invite balance mentally. Let's invite balance emotionally. Let's invite balance spiritually. And then we'll use the password Masterland gave us, which is like a bridge to help us connect to the highest vibration we can, so we can bring in the healing that we want for ourselves. And so we say, I am in the universe. And be kind, be grateful. I saw a post about, was 7 trillion cells or 7 trillion particles or something within everybody that is from the beginning of the universe. So yeah, and then we do I'm in the universe is in my body, and so that's like yeah, 7 trillion pieces of the universe is within you. The universe and I combine together. How's that feel? You're not alone. You can let those shoulders soften. You can let your forehead soften. You can let your elbows. I was in the car the other day, and I was every about half a second I was trying to relax my muscles, and then they would tighten up again in a different way. The traffic was just, it was one of those days where everybody's zipping around and making me crazy. And so I'm like, okay, soften, and then get tight again in a different way. So that's how I spent 20 minutes. And finally, my body started to say, oh, okay, all right, we're okay. How's that feeling? Are you having more shifting of your weight or of the chi? Can you feel the chi on the left side of your body? It's so happy to be running through your body and your spine and the right side and the front and the back, swirling in this way and that way. However it is going through all these meridians and helping you to be just as connected to the universe as you can. And then use what you feel most divine for. What's most divine for you? Your family, books, whatever it might be. And ask for what you want from your practice today and from your day entirely. For yourself, for your family, your community, for the world. Just pour it all in. The universe is like, yeah, just pour it all in. Oh, they have an alarm going off. Interesting. So keep doing that. I'm going to show you that. What that one's all about. Okay. Beautiful. How's that feeling? Now we'll do, it's Monday, so let's do movie of yin and yang, which is always a beautiful one to do. And if you're uncertain what to do, you can always do this one because it is it has the movement, it has the light, and the column of light, and it just feels wonderful. And it's for the wood element, which is our liver system. We're bringing in happiness, which helps us to release anger. And I think hopefully everyone has had some experience of happiness and what happiness feels like. So my hands are in front of my upper chest and my lower dantian. So the right hand is the upper, left hand is lower. Elbows are out, fingers are open. I have some space between my hands and my body. So you want some space, and you can practice, you could try and see what feels right for you. I tend to be about here, and then I imagine, so then imagine a column of light from the top of your head to the bottom of your torso, and that usually like expands my hands out, so that's fun. So see if that happens with you. And we want to imagine that column of light, and what we're going to do with this one is we're going to move our hands. So we're going to move our right hand out and down as our left hand comes in and up, and then know that you're actually moving this column of light to help to wash all your internal organs and to help to realign the yin and the yang balance in your torso, in all your organs, between all your organs, within all your organ systems. And you just go slowly, and you feel the light of the column of light. I feel it as kind of liquid light, And so I have fun putting my fingers through it as I come up, almost like one of those wheels, the grains. There was this place, which is still there. I went by it and I saw the sign called Gray Mill in Elmhurst, Illinois, that we used to go to on school field trips. And the grain would go in and the water wheel would turn, grinding it down. I thought it was the coolest thing. Which is probably why I think of it as I'm doing this. So we're going to go for another 2 minutes, and I'm going to attempt to be quiet as you experience happiness. Allowing your spine to stay nice and straight and to feel the chi moving. Feel the happiness coming up and down at the same time. Green light coming in as you breathe. Green butterflies releasing as you exhale. Just watching these miracles happening within you. Feeling peaceful growth of your understanding, growth of your sensitivity, growth of your capacity to hold happiness and to radiate happiness. That's really what it is. You're bringing in happiness and you're releasing it out, but you have more capacity for how much. And then people around you are going to notice. Isn't that awesome? So let's take our hands and stop in front of the lower dantian like this, with one hand in and one hand out, and take a few breaths in and out and feel the communication between your hands and your lower dantian deep behind the navel and back. And then we'll release our hands down and visualize. And if you want to, you can put your hands there too, because you can feel maybe heat, and that can help you to have that feeling of the chi gathering behind the lower dantian. And then you use your mind and you spin it. You have so much fun. Spin, 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 faster and faster, get smaller and brighter, till it turns into a tiny little energy pill, and you tuck it deep behind the navel. Smile, rub your hands together, open your eyes when you're ready. Massage your face. It's so beautiful. You are a love radiator. Everyone can see how wonderful, beautiful, and powerful you are. And rub your ears. And by doing this, we're bringing this soothing energy throughout your entire body, inside and out. Your chi field is stronger than it was when we started. And it's all so, so good. Take a breath in. Allow your arms and your imagination to spout 10,000 more arms. And you allow the universe to just shower you with so many gifts, so much love, so much ability, and any resources that you need for yourself and your family. Accept the gifts of the universe. Feel them coming in, becoming part of you as your hands come down. And with gratitude, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. I send you many, many blessings. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.